All right, everybody, we're back with another LEGO review. This time it is Ninjago Dragons Rising Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. It has 322 pieces. It's a 7 plus set. 71808 is the set number. There's the box, looking great. We have 4 minifigs. They are Kai, Zane, Jordana, and a Wolf Mask Warrior. So let's take a look at them. Let's start with Kai, of course. And we get the Kai figure with the kind of blacked out face there. It'd be helpful if I actually showed the camera. He looks really good, I think. Kind of in keeping with the other figures from these elemental mechs. There's the back. Looks great. We have the dual molded headpiece here. There's one face. We have a second face, of course, with his kind of standard features. So he looks good. Nothing too much to say there. Just taking a look at him real quick. Everything looks like it's lining up pretty well. The coloration, I think it looks pretty good. He comes with a sword. If we look at Zane, I love the color combination on this guy. Just that light blue and the white and then the gold. I don't actually like gold that much, but it just accents it very nicely here. Again, another dual molded headpiece. We still have, they look very similar. Obviously, they have some differences, but color and, the belt's a little different. We got some differences, obviously, but different insignia here. So we take off Zane's. He has the, I don't know if that's, I think it's called scabbard. You'd think I'd look it up, but, I'll edit that out and put it in. Just kidding. So we have two faces. We have the angry, I want to see something here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Kind of a determined, angry, fighting face here with the black and blue. Then we have just his normal face if you want to have his normal face. Show you the back really quick. Taking this off. We have the standard kind of back that the others have. Or the style at least is the same. Yep. There we go. So he's a really cool figure, just the same as Kai there. I think I really like these figures they have. Then we have Jordana, one of the bad gals, should say, showing off her armor. Really detailed, looking really good, I think. There's the back, nothing too fancy. We have the bird nest here. She has two faces. It's kind of smirk there. And then this kind of angry, like you messed up my plan kind of face. She has a brick built weapon, which we do see from some of the others, like Cinder. A little bit of a difference there, obviously, in the beast tooth that I call it. But I think did we have somebody else that had one of those? Maybe we did. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, looking good. Can't complain. Nothing too fancy with the hairpiece, but the rest of it looks amazing, I think. Lots of detail. They are doing a really nice job with these bad guy figures. And then we have a Wolf Mask Warrior, which if you're trying to get an army going of Wolf Mask Warriors, well, this is how you do it. You buy these sets. And this set, by the way, is $30, $29.99 as of right now. It might go on sale at some point. But as of right now, in middle of June 2024, it's $30 in the United States. So these guys just have two faces there and there. If you've seen one, you've basically seen them all. The only differences really are the weapons and, yeah, basically I think just the weapons. Yeah, I'm just looking at some from other sets here. And then this guy has a different hood. But he has the same legs and torso and everything else. So he has a different face and a different hood. But anywho, there you go, Wolf Mask Warrior. Cool. Let's get to the main deal here. Yeah, Cinder is not part of this one. Just Jordana. Okay, so I want to talk about this set. Actually, I'm going to take us to a different set. We had the Battle Pack, and I can't for the life of me remember what the name of the Battle Pack is right now, but it's just a Ninjago Battle Pack. And it had this little really nice mech in here. And I really like the mech. It's it's a little blocky, especially at the feet. But overall, I think it was pretty cool. It has a lot of articulation. It doesn't have a lot of pieces getting in the way of that articulation, and it just works really well for the most part. And I was kind of wishing that in a battle pack, instead of giving us, they gave us 2 Wolf Mask warriors, 1 guard, 1 warrior, I think. But then they gave us Jay, and I forget who else they gave us. Master Lloyd, I believe, over here. That's the ones they gave us. So they gave us 2 named characters in a battle pack. Now, granted, the battle pack is $10. Comparing it to a Star Wars battle pack for $20, you're basically paying the same amount of money for those 2 figures that you're going to build your army with, but you're getting a bonus Mech and Lloyd and Jay. I guess my point I'm trying to make here is I really wish they just, instead of making Jay and Master Lloyd in the pack, I wish they put 4 unnamed bad guys in there, 4 Wolf Mask warriors, and 1 bad guy mech built like this, but just colored differently. I think it's a really good small mech, and it would be really nice if we were able to army build some bad guys with them. That's just my thinking, though. So let's go back to this. In this set, you're not going to buy this set to make, a whole bunch of these mechs. Ooh, well, that breaks off pretty easily. You're just not going to do that. So you might buy 1, and you'll have 1 of these. The mech is okay. I find it a little cumbersome. It's got these really long claws, which I don't hate. It doesn't bend. We've got this big piece here that doesn't really allow it to bend too much this way. You get a lot of movement this way, up and down. But once you go out, whoops, breaks off kind of easily. Not super impressed with this mech. It's not bad. But, it's only okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you move that arm, it just falls right off. Do I have it up too high? I don't think so. Yeah, you can't put it there even if you wanted to. So, yeah. Not much you can do there. But let's just keep talking about it. We have the wrist here. We have some articulation. This has a lot, and then the claws can move too. It's a little awkward looking being so long, I think, but I do kind of like it that you can almost make it getting down like a dog, like a wolf, if you would. Kind of like that. But again, you're kind of limited in your arms a little bit just because of the size of this piece. I mean, if that wasn't on there, you have a little bit more range of movement. You can go back, get ready to strike. Oops, broke it off. But you do have more range of movement with that. But once you put this on, you just don't have as much. So it's still pretty good. The legs, we have a ball joint here at the hip and a ball joint here at the at the knee. Well, I guess you'd call that the ankle, maybe. Maybe this is the knee. Yeah. So you get some good movement out of the legs. It's not as stable as the other ones, though. I think that's just because the arms are so unwieldy and they make it a little top heavy. The claws and the feet do move as well. It's got a little extra help holding it there. So it's not terrible. I don't think you can get a lot of posability out of this that looks that good. I mean, you can get posability, but it's not going to look amazing. And then you get a tail that just goes up and down. That's it. I mean, maybe you could use the tail. No, you can't use it for any help stabilizing, really. I don't think you can. So this is an okay mech. I really wish, like, I get what they're going for here, and it doesn't look, it's not terrible. It's just, I'm not getting, ooh, see, that's the thing. I'm not getting a lot of movement forward on this either. If you move this too far more forward than that, it pops right off. So you don't get a ton of movement on that guy either. So, I don't know, an okay mech. But, like, if I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 4. Not impressed with this mech, actually. Okay, that's all I'll give it. I like the design. I kind of like the theory behind it, but just the joints are weird and stuff is breaking off too easily. Not great. Just to show you quickly, this opens up and you can put your bad guy in there, I believe, standing. It's just top heavy too. So I think you're going to put him in like that. And I got to take the sword off of him. I also lost his mask. Put your hand down, and there you go. So that looks pretty good, I guess. But, put his mask back on. So that looks pretty good. Actually, he looks really clean in there. I like that. That went in really well. That's about it. Maybe I'll give it a 4.5. So yeah, that is it. That is, oh, see, it's just falling right over. Oh, it broke again. I'm just playing with this like I'm just moving around like you probably would naturally do. You gotta lean him back a little bit, I think. All right, enough about that, Mech. It's not great. Not great. And it just fell again. It's something, these joints just aren't good enough for the top heaviness of it. That's a word, top heaviness. Look it up. Let's talk about Kai's elemental mech, because that's the main star of the show. First, we have our shoulder articulation joints. We have these shield, well, I call them shield pieces, but whatever you might call these pieces here. You have some flames. These do turn. And we also have some flames at the elbows. Those are in a ball joint, so they turn a little bit. Okay, stay up. So there is no elbow joint. There is no wrist joint. The sword can turn a little bit. If you have these fingers here, which actually look really good, I think. These 3 fingers here that hold the sword. They don't actually hold the sword because the sword is held in place by a Technic pin that goes into that hole, as a lot of mechs are in the Ninjago line, probably other lines too. I don't think I've built a mech from another line, not even Star Wars, but I'm actually tempted to buy the Star Wars mechs. But anyways, the other arm is basically the exact same thing. You could switch the sword over into this hand if you wanted to. By the way, that sword, I really like it. It's actually I got this piece here and this piece here with some creative connections, and that just works well, I think. I like it a lot. You could fold up that hand so that you can punch with it. You have pretty good range of motion. I'm yawning. I will edit that out. Pretty good range of motion. You can get a punch going here. This moves a lot, but that's actually okay, because if this was stiff and held in place, you wouldn't be able to get it as far back. It would stop right here. But instead, you're able to get it farther back and punch, or whatever you might do. You have to reset it, but I actually think that's good. I like that this has that movement on it. I really like it. It gives you some flexibility. Let's talk about the cockpit really quick. You have the Elemental Dragon logo there. Kai will fit in no problem. We're going to stick him in there. All right, Kai. Here you go. He might be... You stick him in there. He's held on by 2 studs. Close it up. There we go. We have the ability to turn just like that, which is really nice. Did the wolf one have that ability? I don't believe it did. No, I didn't think so. Just built it an hour ago. You'd think I would remember. But it doesn't. I built like 6 mechs and a dragon in the last 2.5 hours. But yeah, so he can turn side to side, which is really great. He has articulation at the thighs here. And then this unfolds, but it doesn't really serve any purpose. The knees do not have articulation, but the ankles have some. This is a little weird, but I'm wondering if they did this for like balance purposes. When you built this, you had this piece right here that comes up to the back of, and I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called, but that bar comes to the back of this ball bracket, or coupler, I should say. And it won't go past a certain point, so you actually can't. That was a long yawn, but I at least paused the video that time. But anyways, you can't bring it back past a certain point, which does limit your ability to move a little bit. I don't know if there's a reason for that. You can go forward with it like that, and actually he is very stable going forward. He's got big feet. Still going forward. Yeah, I'm like as far as I can get. He's standing up, no problem. That's actually really cool. He's leaning so far forward. Maybe you can see a little bit better if I move the box even and look at my mess in my studio, which is my kitchen table, dining room table. But yeah, he's leaning really far forward. So that's good. That's a good mech for stability. We'll give it that one because I kind of knocked it. He does have 1 clip on the back for a sword. Be good if I show it. I do have a sword there. I don't know why they didn't just include one over here. I think they should have because, well, I had to take Kai's sword away. Would have been good if they included a clip there for that sword. That's okay. Still would have been nice. So yeah, Legs have pretty good posability. Okay posability. Not the best. That's something right there. Ooh, okay. So, there we go. That's actually not too bad looking. I feel like he's fairly stable like that. Okay, so if I shake my table, the wolf mech is moving a lot. Lloyd and Cole's mechs are moving a pretty good amount, and he's almost not moving. I think this is a very stable mech. I'm pretty happy with it. I wish I had maybe a little more articulation, especially in the arms. But you know what? These mechs are a pretty good price. They're pretty well built. They're not too big. They're not your big Titan mechs. So you can only expect so much out of them. I think I was spoiled by this little mech here that I opened up last week. And it just has so many hard points. It's just so posable, and I like it so much. I keep bringing up even side to side. Oh, gosh. Why couldn't they make more bad guy mechs like him? Why couldn't they do it? Maybe I need to do it. Just get some black and a couple shades of blue. Anyways, I like the mech. I don't like that mech really all that much at all. Like 4 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So, just don't. Honestly, this ruins the set. If this was a $20 set on its own, I'd be very happy with it. But I don't think this is worth. I don't know. I'm very disappointed. I usually not this hard on sets, but I'm going to be a little hard on this one. So, just not impressed with that wolf mech. It's okay. Not terrible. I kind of like the look of it. If I get into a good pose for display, I'll be pretty happy with it. Maybe it'll look good if I get him climbing on top of something. I don't know. Thank you all for watching. This was a long one. But I wanted to be thorough. And I know I go around and around in circles. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Have a good night. Bye.